Hey, what is up, guys? It is Cadbury. I thought my mic was muted for a second, but gonna be bringing you a Rengar commentary. I'm gonna speed it up when I'm doing jungle clears or when I'm, I guess, just really doing nothing in a sense. Then give you commentary on the game itself when there's action. So, as you can see, I'm playing Rengar, and this account is 65 LP now. I think 70. Spoiler: we won this game. Fuck. Really bad at this. Anyways, so let me just hop back real quick. Trying to do an introduction here, and it's, things got a little hazy. Alright. So anyways, this is being difficult. Oh, we catch them at our buff. I know they ward it, so I'm gonna keep an eye out. I tell my mid laner, which is V-Man, to word the blue for me. That way I have the information, because information is everything in a jungle. If I know he's stealing my blue, I just go steal their blue. Not an issue. So, get a good leash from my bot lane, but this kind of hurts them because we know Lee Sin starts red, so they kind of get messed up here. Rather than just letting one kill go, I decide to run down and hopefully help them. I think if he just kept going towards the tower, he would have lived, to be honest. But for whatever reason, he chose not to. So, I jump to him, throw a bull, I believe, to get the CC, as waste his heal. I knew he had no flash because he flashed for the kill on Lucian, and he didn't take E, obviously, because he threw E's out. So, as soon as I see him on the top of this ward, I say, it's time to go to their blue buff. I was kind of nervous a little bit because, had their Ezreal decide to stop and, maybe harass me here, I would not have got it. But, for whatever reason, he didn't. He just ran straight back to lane. So, Lucian and him are going to get back relatively the same time. He's here, so Lucian was probably about here. Actually, let's just do this. Boom, called that shit. But I want to show you guys the game from my perspective, not give it the full vision, because that doesn't really teach you too much. Being able to see the whole map, you can be like, oh my god, there was a free gank there, but, I didn't know that because I didn't have map packs. So I think they just warded right there. I'm pretty sure I saw a ward animation. Boom, yeah, they did. Alright, so that's a good thing to look out for is ward animations. I'm going to speed it up, just clearing my jungle. This game I think I played pretty well. Not my best, and, oh, where am I? Nope. 4. There we go. Wow, that was a struggle. So, right here, I waste a lot of time. This is probably the last thing you want to do. I run bottom, I'm like, oh no. Bottom's pushed to the tower, and then I see them starting to get killed. I'm like, oh, back bottom. So a lot of bad plays on my part. I actually end up heading down there because Lee saw Lee Sin, and I was like, maybe I can come in the lane and make something happen. Not sure if I walked over any wards. I'm just going to assume I didn't, judging by the way they played the lane early. They were pretty pushed up. But right here, as Arcane shifts, I jump here. I try to throw that, but I miss it because Sona, I guess, flashes, and his Q goes further than I expected. Anyways, we trade buffs. He gets double buffs, and then the Braum gets double buffs. So that's completely worth killing our AD carrier for killing to their support. Everyone got assists, so all around, it's just like a good play. I'm dead, so I'm just going to speed it up. Usually, lately I've been bouncing between Lizard and Razor. Make that decision for yourself. Whatever one works for you, works for you. Lizard's nice because it has more, has better base stats. The jungle clear is not as fast. Razor's gives you like 50 damage to minions or some crazy shit like that. Razor's has like a dull period if you don't get really fed, because you do get stacks on Feral Flare from kills and assists now. So unless you're killing a lot or you're AFK farming, you're gonna kind of have like a dead period in the game. Not like you won't do damage, because Rengar has really good base damage, but you won't be just blowing people up like you do with Razors. Good thing about, with a Lizard. So let me slow this down. Lee Sin continues to try and contest this, probably because their mid laner pushed up. So a little fancy footwork here. Ping my top laner, but good thing my top laner was pushed up, otherwise I would just made a really bad play. Lee Sin jumps to this ward, which I thought was terrible. I heal off my W. And since I see my mid laner here, I know I probably could have got out alive, but I decide, let me get in here and try to make a play. Do as much damage as I can, and maybe we'll return a kill. Sadly ends up in a 2 for 2, which is fine. 3v3, 2 for 2, not a big deal. I'm wondering what happens here. He had double buffs, so there's no reason he should lose, but I think he ends up getting hit by that, yeah. Not good. So, longsword, machete. I generally don't pick up boots too early, unless I absolutely... It's not a bad idea. If you get fed really early, a lot of people will invest that into a fast Lizard, but if you watch a lot of the Korean solo queue players, they'll invest in the mobility boots because champions like Lee Sin and Rengar have really good base damage, and if you're just mobile around the map, picking up kills like constantly, then that's awesome. That's enough. So it's 4-6. They have a 1k gold lead, not anything to be. That's 1k across the map. So it's not like it's, you know, concentrated on one person. Ezreal probably has a big chunk of it. Ezreal's actually up like 800 gold, so never mind, I lied. Ezreal's like completely out ahead of his matchup. What am I? I'm like 100 gold ahead of Lee Sin. Our mid laners, our top laner is pretty even. And mid lane, he's actually down like 7. How does that add up? Those two, I guess these two alone are ahead. Alright, I'm not even gonna worry about it. Back onto me. So I'm level 6 now, ready to look for some ganks. Rengar is pretty ridiculous. I think I talked about this in my last video, but if you're ganking on Rengar, you want to always get an empowered skill before you gank. That way you can either drop massive damage, heal yourself if you can jump in and on a squishy target, or a really like, aggressive target like Syndra, or you bowl them up for 1.75 seconds, slow them, and then bowl them again. And if you can't kill them in 3.5 seconds of root, you're bad, and you should feel bad. I mean, that's I don't know how to word that better. So right there, I pretty much just wasted my ultimate because I thought Lee Sin might still continue to try and contest that blue buff. Not that he's a bad player, but he did some questionable things this game. I think he was just trying to force plays a little too hard, and it kind of cost him. Max and Q, obviously. I max W second. If you're going full, like, blow your face up Rengar, max E second because it has a higher AD scaling, and it's just overall more damage. But if you miss that bola, then you're missing out a lot. I max W because I build tanky Rengar, so I get more defensive stats on ganks. It hits, it's AoE, so for, like, you can clear better. A lot of shit like that. Alright, so I'm heading in for a gank bottom. They actually get killed here. Somebody got baited in, I guess, and Lee Sin was down here, as you can see the assist. So rather than run in there and suicide, I'm like, let me just go clear this. Ezreal's getting kind of fed now, so the big thing, it's... I have such a hard time explaining this to people. You don't want to gank a losing lane, but you also can't just let it become this one-sided blowout. It's not good. So right there, I thought I was just going to come in and get my empowered skill, but I got hit by, I think, Bromq for like 200 damage. Champion's a little bit strong in my opinion, but that's okay. So yeah, generally you want to gank for a lane that's ahead, snowball it, and then carry that lead over to another lane. If you're going to continue to gank for a lane that's 0-4, chances are you're going to get counter-ganked and you're going to get killed, or you're just not going to have enough damage or pressure to actually perform that kill. So it's really situational. You have to, I guess, play the game a lot and figure out the situations and when it's, you know, when that's okay and when it's not okay. Alright, so pop my ult here. I'm going to show you, I'm going to slow this down actually even more. Cause, so I have an empowered skill already, Bola, she flashes into it. And look, slower, another Bola, and she's just dead. I kind of goof here, but not a big deal. I actually think that my team chases us out and picks up 2 more kills. Speed this up. Yeah, actually they do. Nope, 2. B-Man hits a nice knock up. I thought he was just going to lead that kill, but I don't know if Elk has his kit. I guess that's delayed damage, so. 2 for 1 overall. We're still down a good chunk of gold. I'm going to hop back onto myself. I think I opt to go... Wow, I'm really bad at this direct-to-camera thing. I'm on 4. Generally I go Lucidity Boots, because CDR on Rengar is like really... I want to say broken, but it's probably the best stat he can get. Obviously flat physical damage, and then CDR is like just godly on Rengar, because he has no resource. He's purely reliant on cooldown, so I think right now I have 15%. My Q's almost... That's a 4-second cooldown. So I think at 40%, it's... I don't know what it gets down to. I'm not going to math it up in here and embarrass myself. So yeah, and the more you can build up your skills, or the faster you can get them off, the faster you can get an empowered skill, and that's more survivability, more CC, more whatever you want it to be, you know? I think I played Rengar pretty damn well. Still working on them. I still have some things to learn and practice. So right here is a terrible thing you can do as a jungler, stand in a bush and waste time. I mistimed my red buff by like 10 seconds. I thought it was like 23 or whatever. I don't know what I thought, but terrible play. That's why you always keep timers, so you know exactly. I could have done double golems. Once again, hopping in, hit the Bola, combo, Bola. She's not going anywhere. So, V-Man's ahead, so I'm going to continue to abuse the Syndra as much as I can. Do I steal this? I should have stole that. Dang. Alright, let's speed this bad boy up. Vlad's kind of getting big now, too. You know, and, like, a lot of times people get discouraged. You know, bot lane's losing, top lane's losing. I'm doing pretty well. I'm not doing outstanding. I've died 3 times. I've got 3 kills. I got 3 assists. So, right here, I'm not going to get anything because the Vlad actually had a ward right. Boom, right there. So, he saw me when I was coming around. But I do get EXP for that. It's not the end of the world. I literally just walked up and got bonus EXP just for him dying in tower range. No gold or anything, but whatever, man. EXP is EXP. It means a lot. So yeah, I got mobility boost this game because I felt with the way my lanes were going, the extra presence on the map with my mobility would have been worth a lot more than, excuse me, a lot more than the base CDR, which, you know, would give me a better clear, give me better combos, etc. Later on, I will end up selling these mobility boots for lucidity boots because I don't really go for those picks. If you're going to go for that offensive blow somebody up Rengar, I like mobility boots more. As you can see here, I'm taking my time killing these because I have an empowered skill and my ultimate up, and this Syndra probably hates her life by now. Hop in, root, combo. I actually used my second W to heal here. Had I not, I more than likely would have died, despite having the ignite on me. What does this actually heal for? 52 to 325 HP, so... Comboing, you're using your empowered skills, the hardest part of Rengar. He doesn't really have like a super mechanical aspect. If you're fighting in like the lanes or the jungle, hopping in and out of bushes can do a lot. If you're ganking a lane, a lot of time you're not going to be able to jump to an opponent, so you can jump to a minion and then bolo them. Just small stuff like that, but as you can see here, I'm opting to get a Kindle Gem. They have an AP top, an AP mid. Ezreal actually does a ton of AP damage, I'm saying AP magic damage. Really, I mean, Ez is going to hurt, but he does a ton of magic damage. And everybody else, Lee Sin I'm not really threatened by. He went golem item. I don't think that's, you know, it's not bad on Lee Sin, but it's, I think lizard item's always more optimal. Just, even with their team, I would still go lizard item and then tank up. So right here, I don't have my ult up. Kind of wasting time, to be honest. Just going to continue farming it up. So, I'm going to finish, what is this item? Spirit Visage first. Purely because the magic damage on their team, and on top of it, the CDR. It's just a great item on him, like all around. So I think my ult's back up. Yep. Right here I fuck up. I overchased this way too hard. I should have backed out super early. And I decided to throw my root. I should have just healed. But I do burn his flash at the cost of a kill. But really, really bad play by me. Once somebody runs that far, just let them go. It was a really poor decision making. And they also had a pink in that bush that Teemo just shroomed. This guy right here, so she knew I was coming in the first place. Team fight, I'm not really gonna show that because I'm not there. This is a Rengar commentary, not a Diamond 1 commentary. All right, speed it up. So I have 80 stacks. I gotta make sure I get rid of these. It's the worst thing you want to do is sit on conservation stacks. That's literally free gold that you're just not capitalizing on. So I do exactly that. Clear my rates, clear my red. Actually, I don't clear my red right away because Vlad was sitting in the bot lane with little HP. I want to see if he went out for some farm. Had he done that, I would have ulted and gone in, but he chose not to. Swang it up. Somebody's pinging a storm up, dude. Holy shit. I think that's the enemy team. Yeah, it was the enemy team. I'm not sure why they were pinging that up like that, but we have 2 people pretty much at base. I was like, just give up this dragon. We get a ward on it. We get a timer. So 1839, 2439. That's good information. That's actually going to help us out a lot in the future. Speed this bad boy up. And once again, I don't want to let my conservation stacks get too high, so I'm going to continue to clear the jungle. I recall. I think I'm going to pick up a Negatron. No, I don't know what I'm doing. Blue buff's up, so I want to get rid of that. Lee Sin's been trying to put a lot of pressure onto the blue buff this game. So I make sure I do that. I actually get caught right here. This Vlad's been doing a really good job warding. I'm forced to smite this. Honestly, had I just stayed in... Oh no, Lee Sin actually shows up. I hit him with the bola, but I don't W fast enough. Had I W'd, I may have been okay. So we lose mid. Teemo, suicide... Well, not suicides. He gets a shutdown for his death. That's honestly okay. As you can see, his kill was only worth 135 gold, if I saw that correctly. where Vlad was worth 405, if I saw that correctly. So right now I'm 3, 5, and 5. I am kind of feeding, but I am doing more good than I am bad. This is actually huge right here. This I was pinging him back right here, and this dude just fucking... They say they have the stun on him. He flashes ahead, dodges the Q, and heals himself like a beast. So I'm stunned with Spirit Visage. I have the Lizard item, and this is where we kind of start taking control of the game. It's not so much what I do, it's more of what my team does. Bot lane somehow started winning their lane despite having a really bad early game. Probably just good ultimate combos with the Coaling and Crescendo or whatever it is. Well, farm time. And I'm going to back right here because we pick up a tower. So I got Spirit Visage. If I use my W in a team fight to heal, I'm going to get a huge chunk of HP back. Oh, actually, let's hop this back, because this is actually, I think, not the best play, but a good play. It keeps my... Using my empowered skills properly, I keep myself alive. So I ult. I'm really curious. Oh, there was a ward there. Alright, so I bola him, and they make a really good play. They jump right onto me, they blow everything. I use my W there to heal, and then I jump out of range of the fight, and then I let my teammates clean up. I could have come back and got an assist on Israel. Actually, no, I shouldn't have gone for Israel at all. I got the assist on Braum because I bullied him and slowed him up. But my W was not in range. So you just saw it. I fielded for 422 HP right there. That's a pretty big chunk of HP in a team fight if everyone's focusing on you and you're already tanky. So sweet deal, my man. Sweet deal. I guess while we're waiting, right now I'm drinking a Monster. It's Ultra Red, 0 calories, 0 sugar. Pretty good. No complaints here. Travis was trying to tell me to try it out. We went ahead and dove in on that. No, I'm not sponsored. That would have been a really good subliminal message, though. It's like, oh yeah, just sipping on this. So once again, you can see I'm not really using my my skills. Oh, actually, this is let me back it up like a Tonka truck. There's a little beef going on over here. They're trying to clear our pink ward out, and my team just goes in, gets some damages going. Good job by Sona. Az looks to ult, but they don't have the range. Big Daddy Rengar's coming in. Gonna hit him up with that fat nasty bola action. I missed it because I'm sick at this game. So I wasn't in range to jump with Syndra, so I just jumped to the closest target and then tried to catch her with the bola, but she really held that inside. A lot of people step out for the juke. It's a pretty slow moving projectile. I would say it's equivalent to... I don't know if it's as slow as Dark Binding. Dark Binding is slow. I might have to look that up. I'm actually curious. So, we got a couple kills there. We're going to pressure this bottom auto tower. And it's 23:47, so we have a minute until Dragon's up. It was 24:39. With that information, we want to pressure their bot lane. Keep them at the tower, keep the wave there, because if we just let it push, then he can push the bot lane out and then come to the fight. So, just do as best we can to create pressure. Where I keep hitting R, dude. Clear this ward out. You can actually build ferocity stacks with Q on wards, which is good information if you're ever like in desperate need of getting one before you gank. Let's see here. So, I tell my team like 20 seconds, and Timo does a really good job. He sets up shrooms there. He gets one out there, one there. So, if they come to Dragon, they're going to take a lot of damage, and then they're going to be slowed, so we're going to be able to engage on them. So I tell my team, let's just play the objective, but V-Man and my Lucian actually get a huge pick here. I think they chase this guy down. No, they actually let him go, and then Timo and I, Destroyer of Dragon, and I kind of freak out here, because I see Vlad walk by, and he actually used his E, and I thought him and Lee Sin were going to attempt to duo it, because honestly, I think they could if they had really gone for it. Vlad does a really good job at just healing and tanking Baron with his, you know, Will of the Ancients plus his Q. So right here, I think I have about 1,700 gold. Yeah, 1,500, so I want to get a Giant Spell and a Chain Vest when I go back. I'm going to build a Randuin's. So it's just me clearing the jungle up a little bit. I don't take a red buff because that's all Lucian's. I think we grab a tower bottom here. So I'm kind of being useless, but we did have Vision of Lee Sin at our red, so... Timo and I are making sure that our mid and top inner towers don't get pushed, while 3 members in the bot lane. So they had 2 top, 1 mid, and we have 3 bottom, so it was 3 on 2. We picked up the advantage because they didn't capitalize on that. They could have pushed top of 2 and maybe killed Teemo or something. So I was like, oh, they just disappeared pretty quickly. Let's see if they're doing Baron. Again, probably not a bad play with Syndra, Lee Sin, and Vlad. Vlad can tank, and the other 2 can do damage. So, off taking that tower, I have about 2,000 gold. I'm going to pick up a Warden's Mail and a Giant's Belt. Good looks, good looks. I don't know if I said this earlier, but this is like my try-hard account. That's why this is a post-game commentary, because I really try to focus on my game when I'm playing on this account. I don't stream on this account. I would never do like a live commentary. Just all about super try-hard. Super try-hard. Alright, so 3, 5, and 6. I got my kill participation is pretty lackluster. My lanes really started picking it up on their own, so that kind of saved my ass. But at the same time, Lee actually has way better kill participation. He did a good job this game, but we managed to play the objectives better and make the plays where they needed to happen. I don't know what slows me up so much right here. Anyways, it's pretty fucking annoying. I would have killed that Lee Sin, but I think Braum just slowed me like 3 times. So we pick up a kill on the Braum, and somehow this Vlad just dookies on my team. He gets 2 kills, I get 1. And then Sona's actually brawling this out. Somehow wins the fight against the Ezreal, and then Syndra goes for the chase. I pull some Mac Daddy moves. I get my 5-stack empowered skill, flash into the brush, use my passive, uptown, dunk, slam dizzled. Alright. Great commentary right there. And I think off all those kills, I just had enough for my my random wins. We actually lose our bottom outer tower right here. Not a big deal. So now 4, 5, and 8. I get random wins like a Spirit Visage. I have some damage. I actually looking pretty good this game. I have 80 stacks of conservation. Did a god. I didn't play that well this game, honestly. I think I had, like, my skill... Mechanically, I did fine. My skill shots were pretty on point, but in terms of, like... I don't know what part of the game you would call that, but I guess my awareness, like that one gank down here where I chased all the way down and got killed by the Syndra. Stuff like that. Let's back it up. Let's back it up. So, yeah, I made a couple mistakes. I see my mid lane fighting. Oh, my God, that's still really fast. Pretty much my team just dumpsters them. I come in, land a fat nasty bowl on Braum. We pick up 3 kills, and then I had the dragon. Lee Sin, I don't know where he went on this, because they probably... He looks to go bottom. I don't know why, but had he been here, they may have been... I mean, you never know. You could at least try to steal it, but decides recalling it in our jungle is a better idea. I don't know. Maybe there was something down there. Maybe he was looking to grab red buff. I don't know, but I was kind of worried. I was like, where's Lee Sin? I honestly thought he was sitting up here or something because I didn't see him exit the team fight. Pick up Dragon. I dropped a 6 smite on this one. Real easy pickup. Always hitting my smites. And now we're up to like 8,000 gold. That's awesome. Gonna get my empowered skill because I know we're about to be team fighting soon. And I pick up Lucidity Boots. Finally got him. A Giant's Belt. So I'm pretty fucking tanky. I have like 35% CDR. Actually, 40%. How does that add up? 15 plus 10 plus 10. Oh, okay. Masteries. Boom, dude. That's actually a perfect build. Perfect, man. So yeah, like I said, you could go Feral Flare, you can go Lizard. I don't really know which one I like more. Both, I think, are great. So right here, this is probably one of the biggest issues in solo queue. We see someone split pushing bottom, and a lot of time people are like, oh, let me go bottom and stop. I'm like, no, man, just get ready to fucking dive these dudes. Make a play. Obviously, there's situations where that's not going to work. If they have, like, a Kale and, I don't know what else, a Lulu and shit like that, you know, Ziggs, you don't want to dive that. That's like suicide. You're just going to get... They're just going to heal up whoever, slow it down. They start clearing these wards out. I'll come flying in. Bola action. Get him. Braum knocks me up, so I'm not able to finish him. And I think he actually gets away here. But, ooh, this is super slow, Mo. I think there's a way to change the angle on this somehow. Nah, I don't know how you do it. Ooh, that power chord. Is it gonna hit? He flashes in. Alright, sweet. Had we played this better, I think we could have ended the game, but minion waves take like 4 days to get up the lane. I don't know what the fuck they do. I know they're marching. They're trying to keep pace. It's the long run, you know. So right here, I don't have any like stacks, so I'm just trying to use whatever skills I can, whether it's Qs or bolas, to get 5. So that's actually really important. Like if they engage or something. So as you can see, I have an empowered skill. Cinder goes for the kill here, but I hit a bola, and then Sona drops a heal on me. We pick up the ace. Sadly, we have no minions, so we can't do shit. So I think we just take this one tower, we tank it up, and then we duck out. Because this is how you throw a game, by trying to end the game when you shouldn't be trying to end the game. And right now I'm going to buy a Sunfire Cape. It actually would have been more beneficial to me to buy more MR this game. Like, Ezreal's their only threat, and he doesn't even have a Last Whisper yet. Meanwhile, they have Ez actually does magic damage with his ultimate, his W, his E. Cinder does magic damage, Vlad does magic damage, and Braum does magic damage. So it would have been more beneficial for me to get a Banshee's Veil this game, or I don't know, a Locket or something. But I'm already capped on CDR, so Locket would have been a poor choice. But yeah, Banshees would have been a much better option than a Sunfire. But I'm stupid and I wasn't really looking at that. So always pay attention to what's dealing you the damage. Dunk this dude. And I'm still getting stacks because I just finished ulting. Hit him with another root. Dunk town. Double kill. Pick up the KDA. Get some laps in. Easy game, easy life. Actually, this was not an easy game. This was pretty tough. Their bot lane put up a good fight. Top did really well. And I camped the ever-living hell out of mid lane. He, you know, that was up to Lee Sin to counter gank us. But honestly, I don't think it would have done much. Probably would have just resulted in a kill for, or a double kill on our part, or a 2-for-1, something like that. So they have 2 people down. We have all 5 up. It's gonna truck in here. I was really getting ready to flash bola somebody here. I think I actually do. Oh, yep. Ezreal got it. He arcane shifted into that. I guess this goes beyond. And yep, that's the game, guys. If you have any questions or any cool things like that, hopefully you enjoyed this commentary. Feel free to ask. And if you're new, hit that subscription button.